Hi gang, Rob here. It is Saturday evening of Bark River Grind-In weekend. We're sitting with a couple of the custom knife makers that like to pitch in and help the Bark River crew every time we do this. Crist and Jesse Hemphill of Crist Knives and Uncle Jesse's Knives respectively, but we sort of have a big announcement this week.
A really big announcement.
A really big announcement. You guys are now in business together, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We have decided, we were working a couple of Sundays ago and we were building some stuff, just having fun, and Zoe said, why are we not working together? And I said, because I'm waiting on you to get the idea.
And I said, I got the idea.
And so after that, we've decided to team together and really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. So I've been joking with you guys that this is your grand plan of world domination.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
So, and guys, as you're watching this video, one thing we need to point out, Zoe's had some throat problems lately, and he's been yelling over machinery all day today, helping people make knives, so his voice is a little off kilter, so please excuse the difficulty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
hey, Zoe, could you explain why you thought this was a good idea, and then Jesse, you also?
yeah.
Well, because I've been making Damascus for about 25 years. I would say I got really good at it about 15 years ago. Jesse and I have a very similar style, and we work well together. Whenever I'm working, Jesse is like, we're just working together, and it's kind of seamless between the two of us. So it's a really good match. It's a really good flow, and when I see him come through the door at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm actually excited. I said, great, my partner's here, let's do this.
That's awesome.
And what other way to run a business and to have your best friend working with you?
Yeah, we actually met about a couple of years ago and just became the best of friends. And
And we met because of Mike Stewart
Yeah.
and the Bark River.
we were
So-
actually here at a gathering here, and we've worked together a couple of times in his shop in North Carolina. I actually thought about moving down over that way for us to work, but this
we
gives
almost looked
me.
at some property down there.
Yeah, I almost did, and then we decided to come up here, but getting access to some of the stuff, and I've got so many ideas, but I never had the equipment or the time or whatever, and now we're building new dies. We're constantly sitting over at the table drawing ideas for patterns and throwing that back and forth with each other. So we've got a lot of creative, between the two of us. He said 25 years. I've been doing this longer than that, so but we're
He's
still
younger
young.
than I am.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But we've got nearly 60 years of working in steel, and my background was actually in ornamental ironwork. I've got an actual journeyman stamp in ironwork.
Right.
So, I come to it from a little bit different perspective as far as tooling and all that. And so for us to be able to do that, but we both have real creative, artistic minds, and so it was just something we're supposed to do, and I'm super excited about it. We're both still going to keep our same lines of knives.
Correct.
Zoe will be doing customs in his Midtex, and I'll also be doing customs in Midtex as well. We'll probably be working together on them with each other,
Right.
but we are actually having those are still going to be separate, and we've got a lot of people here that we're doing collaborations with on different things, and it's really exciting.
It gives us the opportunity to also share ideas, share resources, and share equipment too.
Right.
So we're taking everything that he has, everything that I have, and we're putting it together.
And so now we've got 5 grinders, I don't know how many buffers, anvils, presses,
Beautiful building. We're ready
tongs,
to go.
hammers,
Yeah,
all
thanks for
kinds.
the tongs.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So if I'm a collector or a knife user, knife aficionado, what's in it for me? I would envision, just from the way I know you guys, that if both your lines are going to stay discreet, but you're working together, that both your product is going to be of higher quality. Is that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's exponential.
Yeah.
So when you take two, if I can make X amount of knives or X amount of ideas per day, and he can do that, when we put them together, instead of 1 and 1 equals 2, it's like all of a sudden we get 4, we
Yeah.
get 6. It's the ideas, the creativity, but that's
And just the
but that-
energy.
that's for our collaborations.
Yeah.
But and I asked Jesse a question about my knife the other day, and he gave me a great idea. So he helps me, I help him. We get higher quality, we get more beautiful products, and we get a higher volume coming out.
Also, we're working on some new ways of doing changing the operation to make the wells better, and we've got several new processes that we've worked on this week that are just killer, that we're really excited about.
Yeah.
And two, we use the top quality. We don't use leaf springs and bed rails. We're using high quality steels and
Sourced
always
from high
looking,
quality sources.
real right straight from the steel mill. Precision rolled, and we're really looking forward to adding some more stuff to that.
Gotcha. So it's pretty easy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand how you can make each other better in what you produce. But what about from a business standpoint? How do you complement each other? Do you have one of you have strengths, the other's weak in that
Oh, my
area?
goodness, yeah. Jesse is a much calmer person than I am. So when I get riled up about something, he says, "Son, you just need to calm down. Let me tell you something." And then he's great. He's great. He's wonderful with people. He has a calm. He helps me. But then also, by me being relatively uptight, it gives me passion that drives
And that
things
energy
forward.
that energy that it's either let's do it, or no, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And so we get so you get a realistic feedback right then, and you don't have to have let me think about it.
Yeah, and then we can bounce ideas off each other. Say, "What do you think about this?" And he says, "Well, what do you think about this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, that's a great idea. Let's do it." And
So
we have a drive. We make decisions much faster,
Yeah.
so we're able to move quicker
Yeah.
through our processes.
And we're both so creative and got artistic, backgrounds. So we're able to see and visualize what's going to happen inside the steel, which I don't think everybody can do that, to think about what's happening inside the steel as you're manipulating.
That's kind of like how Dale Earnhardt could see the wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it true?
And seriously, we're working on something that we're going to be doing, this one particular piece that we already know it in our minds, but we can't wait to show everybody, because when we do, it's going to be a jaw dropper.
That's
you know?
I take a little bit out of his mind. He takes a little bit out of my mind, and then we make it reality.
We got one good mind between us. So,
Oh my goodness, that's
but we are really looking forward to it, and we're hoping that people will be looking at us for not only just some production patterns that we're able to do quickly and a little bit more economical, but also to use what you might call boutique one-off patterns, so that throw an idea at us and let us see what we can come up with.
And that's what I was going to say too, because we're going to be wholesaling a lot to a lot of the dealers, but then also we're going to be having our own retail stuff too. We're going to
Gotcha.
be having a new website,
Yeah.
and we're also making a new Facebook group.
Yeah.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them so people. All right, it's called the Damascus Depot, and we've not kicked it off yet, but when we do, we're going to be putting also the website. I'll have a section on the website for my personal knives, just like he does, and each week one of us, me, Zoe, Shio, his wife, maybe a guest, will be having a blog about what's going on. So each week will be something new, and we'll constantly, with the store, be having new pieces of steel to show.
Yep.
And people can actually look at them and say, "Hey, I want this one." So so that's
And they can contact us either by private messaging or whatever, or a guest right on the forward.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to deliver steel.
And I know you guys are thinking about this, but one thing that I think's always been surprising to me after seeing the kind of Damascus you do is that, why aren't we seeing this in big name production knives like Devin Thomas and Chad Nichols? Why aren't we seeing Crist Damascus, which in my mind has no peer in the industry?
And you will very soon.
It's
As
just-
one person, I've not been able to do that. Jesse, as one man, hasn't been able to do
Right.
that just because of we do other things as well, but now we've thrown our lot in together, and we're going to compete very hard with those
Right.
people.
So you'll have actually time
Yes.
to market to these
and
companies. right.
resources.
And resources. And two, we didn't have the building and the space and everything that we've got now, which
Shoot, I was
now,
in a garage. You were in a garage.
yeah, and now we've got a big new facility here in Escanaba. How many square feet? I don't even know.
5,400.
Yeah, 5,400. Also, we're going to be offering some more services. I don't know how much you want to go into that yet, but
We can.
Yeah.
We're about to buy a few CNC surface grinders, and we're going to be offering that to the knife industry for any custom makers. You know, from small pieces all the way up to several thousand runs. So
Sometimes people need Crist to surface grind steel for them so they can make knives, don't they?
yeah, and you know what? People say that I'm a great surface grinder.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you are, because if I didn't have you to surface grind my knife today, I wouldn't have a knife.
so, but we're really excited. We plan on being here a long time and making a big mark on the industry.
Well, you're older than I am. So
I plan on. You're probably going to be around a lot longer than I.
Yeah.
So I don't have as much time, so I got to really work. But we're all here. We're working together. We've got a lot of friends, a lot of support, a lot of good words from people who, whenever we made the announcement, we had like 4,000 or 5,000 views whenever we said we're going to come in together and start working.
Yeah.
So I know we've got a lot of support, and just hope everybody, keeps thinking good thoughts and buying steel from us.
Yeah, I was so tickled when you called, Jesse, to let me know this was happening, and I've been really looking forward
Rob
to
was
sitting down with
you
you
were
guys.
one of the few people that I gave a heads up to.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about it. It's a good fit. It's a good fit between our personalities, between our artistic styles, and I think it's going to go very well.
And yeah.
Well, awesome. We'll keep you in our prayers, and all you guys watching, keep Zoe and Jesse in your prayers, and
Okay, and if you're ever in Escanaba, drop by and give us a holler.
absolutely.
All right.
They might put you to work though, guys.
Oh, we definitely will.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for sitting down and chatting, and I think people are going to be really excited about this news and wishing you well.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good night.
See y'all later.